RubHub Atlanta race brought to you by the 3D Metal Works and Fabrication out of South Carolina. Mountain Dew Racing, K-Taddy, Icy, myself put in the booth tonight.
Not really.
Again, guys, I apologize for that. A little bit out of our hands there. Things do happen. We know everything's been a little tweaky here the last couple of weeks, but now we are loading in at Atlanta. But I asked you earlier, I don't know if you heard me, I see these preset guys, you got to choose your preset wisely. Even though it is 2 times, damage is on, though. This track likes to eat some tires up pretty good, so they got to choose that really quickly on how they want to, you know, and conserve tires, not necessarily feel for these stages.
Yeah, I believe the stages are longer here, obviously, in the Cup Series than they were for us in the Truck Series. So they're definitely going to have to make a pit stop, I believe, here in the first stage anyways. So conserving tires is not going to be too big of a problem until late in the race, I don't think. But we'll see how they all play it out here. Tires will get going through pretty quick, though, about 15, 20 laps.
Oh, there is numerous cars, hard contact, everybody spinning through the grass. We'll see that 47 from Shin Motorsports out there of Just Ken. That will bring out first caution right as we jump in there.
Is that the first caution?
Yes, sir. That is the first caution of the race.
Things you hate to see. That's one of them.
But these guys on presets, do they hate to see it? This is their chance to come down and get as many tires as they can at all times. Tires are a huge factor. Frustrating for the drivers who are going to have to start in the back because of that, but...
Not only tires, but they can also make the adjustments they want to make. Obviously, these presets are a little weird. People are going to really struggle on their initial setup, and then they get it changed. So this is a good time for them right now.
Yeah.
That is very true, brother man. Oh, as we see, Ken takes his pit, goes down pit road and loses the lead to the 11.
11 of Country Caliber, NRG team driver with returning RJ Smitty in the 1 car for the Canucks.
Yeah, it's great to see RJ Smitty coming back too in the 11 car right there on the inside. Just Ken making a move already to that outside line as RJ Smitty pulls down to the inside. Numerous different lines here, but the 2 fast ones definitely on that yellow line, second lane if you're in that draft. You got to be careful with the draft here, does the car not to get tight. I will get all of you guys out there in the, we got Wide Open Racing, Tom Horton, Barry Springer, we know him as the OG Dark Knight. Ed, those out there, TRD, that's guitar. Thank you guys for all joining in. We apologize for that that inconvenience there, but Country Caliber with RJ Smitty in that 4 car right behind him, pushing him down into turn 2 down the back stretch here at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Yeah, we're not at all shocked to see that 4 car of Dark Humor. He is last week's Daytona race champion, but on top of that, he's driving that notorious number 4 Cup car here at Atlanta as he gets into the wall. A little different. Usually you see Kevin Harvick on the way inside, having his own luck and success here at Atlanta, but Dark Humor trying to be a little different, and it did not pay off on there. We have
18 gets in a wall.
The 3 of Blakey T now making an appearance as he's moved into second, and I believe that's Flirt with Disaster in the 20. Oh, that's Wildcard Coyote in the 20, making his way up to 3rd.
Kind of unusual to see Blakey T up front other than someplace named Iowa, so it's good to see him up there too. 14 makes move to the inside of that 21. RJ's falling off the pace. Again, these guys all dicing and trying to work their way up there. Stages damage 2 times wear this year for everybody. So the preset guys, they we've heard it. We've all heard Tony Stewart say it. If you hit the wall, you're going to knock a headlight out of it. So be careful with that at a very aero-heavy track like this. 3 lanes wide, going into 3 and 4.
Probably your dad and Just Ken, the 2 rookies of the series. They're up. Those are your 2 highest rookies right now in the series as they're running 5th and 6th respectively. As Jake Giroux, the notorious preset Cup driver here in Giggity, has moved his way into the top 5 as he's now in 4th behind the 20. Of Wildcard Coyote.
Now, it was brought up to our attention earlier. Somebody said, wait a minute, we're not rookies in Giggity. No, but you are rookies to this series. So that is, you know, we touched on that in one of our Giggity get-downs, so they are still 2 and 3 wide, battling out here. 1 large pack.
Yeah, that's 17 cars in this pack. They've been running now about 4 or 5 laps. Not 1 car has fallen out of this pack yet. So All 17 cars still eligible and looking to battle here in stage 1, trying to get those all-important stage points, as the top 3 will receive them.
Just
Looks like
because
Blakey
everybody
T-
out there is being a bunch of smartasses, we're going to take a lap around the track with the returning the one and only RJ Smitty. No familiar to not being too too distant from a Chevrolet. Jumping back in that, he is driving for the Canucks in that number 1 car. Three wide still right here. The 88 making a move to the inside of the 19. Everybody trying to work the 43 Sunoco car. That is OJ. He is trying to push that one out there too.
OJ. We don't want to get him confused with a Simpson out there. But yeah, that's OJ Infal in the 43 car. Sorry. Good talk, Puddin'.
OJ? No, OG. There's no white Broncos on the track right now, Noco. Just saying. No white Broncos. We do not have a white Bronco sighting.
I see already 11, he was up at the top spot a little bit as Blake T was able to get under him, and now he's in the back of the field. Where do you want to be here? Do you want to be holding that bottom? Do you really have a preference whether you want to be in the front or the back here?
Me, I'd like to be in the back just a little bit to avoid that
Yes,
situation.
Ticey.
Hey, I didn't ask you, Puddin', but it's alright.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
No.
Sorry.
No. No, I prefer the bottom, and I prefer to be up towards the front. But honestly, wherever I'm at, I want to do whatever I can to get to the bottom, whether that be in the front or in the back. If people are below me, I'll just let them by and be patient, really. This is early on in this race. There's a lot of time left.
Blakey T now with the power move to the inside. Got the 20 right behind him, and that's the 00 making his preset rookie year debut. That is probably your dad. Makes a move to the inside of the 20. We have a Dylan Tibbett side it. We also know him as the one and only Nana Brand. He says, Dad, well, which one? How many do you have? We got to go to Maury Povich to find that out.
He's got that one, probably NRG's dad in the 00 out there, battling for second now on the inside of Wild Card Coyote. Jake Giroux on the outside, and 14 is, boy, I'd really like to tell you, Elite Precision, also another rookie this season, as he's moved up from the Truck Series last season.
Seeing a couple small lag surges here from some people, but again, no harm, no foul. We had an issue with that the other night, but these guys all still in. The front pack is starting to separate just a little bit as Blakey T is still the leader with probably your dad pulling him down into 3 and 4.
Yep. It looks like probably your dad's running a little bit different line than what we typically see here. Instead of holding that yellow line, he's kind of leaving about a half a car length down there. I don't know if that's to save tires or not, but I do know that Elite Precision is very happy that he did it, as he was able to get underneath that 00 and moves himself into second in that number 14 Ford Mustang.
Extreme Dirt Racing, that's RD out there. He said, let's go Puddin', happy birthday. Well, I do appreciate that, man. Thank you for that. Yep, it's just another day for me and another gray hair to fall out of my Hulk Hogan bald spot. We all know I lost all my teeth already, so no harm, no foul there on that one. But no, I appreciate it. Blakey T with the 14, the 20, and probably your dad right there with him, making his way up there. These cars are utilized in that draft one by one, picking each other off. Now it looks like they're not trying to get quite as racy here at Atlanta, eating those tires up just a little bit. Everybody going single file.
Yeah, this is some really good racing. Energy nailed it out there. He said that this is some pretty hashtag racing. He's not wrong, dude. These guys are doing a really good job, and this is really difficult to be doing this on these presets, as the cars either wants to kick out or it's going to get really tight. Fortunately for them, they did have that early race caution that these guys had the opportunity to be able to pit and put their adjustments in. So I think that it's showing that here, as these guys are doing a great job of all this side-by-side action.
Yeah, and I'm falling back here probably with about the 8th place guy of OG just to give everybody the over-the-roof view of what's going on with the leaders here. Oh, contact being made with the one that's RJ Smitty. He gets pushed to the outside. That was just Ken. Little bit of contact. Tires starting to wear off like you just touched on. Presets a lot more difficult to hold on to than your custom. RJ's going to fall back just a little bit. He's showing great strides, a great speed over there at that Connect team, so we can't wait. He'll be right back up there, no?
Over to you guys. Icy, Mountain Dew.
Oh, I'm just sitting here watching these cars go left.
Yeah, I'm kind of just enjoying it right now. We got a lot of, just a lot of really good racing right now. I think it's going to be I don't even know. I'm kind of speechless right now. It's been fantastic racing so far.
Yeah, guys, so real quick, there are 29 laps remaining in the stage, and we have the fuel tanks are anywhere from about 12 to 16 laps remaining. So, yeah, as you guys spoke about earlier, pit stops are going to be coming in, and I realized this practicing earlier. Granted, I was doing custom practice, but those pit stops are really, really important on when you pit. You short pit, and you can make up a lot of time on the guys that pit a little bit later. And they can cut into those lap or that distance really quick. So I think that's going to play a huge factor in who wins today's race.
Well,
I was also
Monday with Mountain Dew, but
You're
with
good, buddy.
Little E, he was able to get the win. He undercut me and ended up pulling out in front of me by like 5 or 6 seconds. Just one lap of undercut was able to do that much. So I think we're going to see a lot of that here tonight as well.
Yeah, and I was gonna hint at. I mean, it's pretty. This is a pretty fast track too, and trying to get on pit road is very tricky if you don't get down. I've spit on pit road, I think, every time I've practiced trying to get down to pit road speed.
And that's something I haven't been able to, I didn't take a look at because of that confusion we had there a little bit earlier. Just the other night we were up to 550. Thank you to Extreme Dirt Racing for pointing that out. 553 subscribers and growing, Taddy.
Yeah, you know, that's really cool. Extreme Dirt Racing out there, they actually challenged us to see who could get to 1,000 subs the quickest. Of course, we're here, we support them. Give them a quick like and subscribe. Also, you know, it's great having all these subs, but if you're viewing out there, don't forget to hit that like button as well. Try to help this league grow as much as we can. But yeah, this racing, man, this is remarkable. Side-by-side action from second on back as we have Blakey T kind of pulling away. Not really pulling away. They're still all on the draft, but we do have 3-4 cars, looks like, that are starting to lose a little bit of the draft. The 16 of Tackleberry, the 18 of Adam Troutman, and the 11 of Country Caliber, as we see the 42 of Texfelt coming off pit road with considerable amounts of damage.
I was just going to say that he was pulling off right there, front end crinkled up a little bit. Again, something new for these preset drivers in all the series, truck, Xfinity, and Cup. Damages on for these guys too in the preset. So some tracks it doesn't bother you as much, but other ones, one little crinkle, it can definitely cause you an effect of handling, especially if you're not custom.
Yeah, on a track like this, yeah, any little bit of damage, especially on the front end, is going to be a huge blow to your car, as we know how aerodynamically you need to use that draft to be able to stay up to speed. One car by themselves, this is a lot like Daytona. A little bit more side-by-side action, but that draft plays such a huge role here that any little damage on the front end could cost you valuable time on the track.
Delegato Productions, we know who that is, one of our one and only out there. Delegato, he said, how are these guys so close to each other? One word, talent.
Patience. 2 words.
Well, you chose one word, I chose a different one, but yeah, I mean, either way.
I mean, it's patience, talent. There's a lot of factors that play into good racing, especially on NASCAR, Heat 5, and, you know, other racing games. It's just being patient, let the other person make a mistake, and you can't win the race in the first stage. It's just impossible.
Blakey T is still the leader out there racing for NPP Motorsports. So one of the Ohio guys, 14 right behind him. And now we're seeing probably your dad get a rear view mirror full of that 47. They're not exactly full teammates. They are affiliate teammates. Can they work together, or are they just going to go, you know, testicular fortitude all the way out the window and pull for it? The 43 of OG said earlier, and I had to fine him $5. He said, I didn't even know probably your dad was my teammate. I'm like, that's a $5 fine for not knowing who your team is. Sorry about that. But he's making a move to the outside. As we see, just can't hit the wall. That's going to bring the 22, the 88. Hard contact. If that's not a caution, I don't know what should be.
Yeah, while we're under caution here, I want to, real quick, I was down on pit road with Blakey T's crew chief, Hot Dog Charlie. And he was telling me that Blakey T, he was asking for no adjustments. The car's handling really, really well. This caution actually plays into their hands, as he was about to have to pit here within the next 3 to 4 laps. So Blakey T, timely caution helps him out in a great way. Back to you, Puddin'.
I think a lot of these guys out there were looking for tires and fuel to come up soon, because like you said, with the window coming up. But Hot Dog Charlie said they were going to put a little mustard in that gas tank and see if they can get this 3 cars to victory. Dude.
Gotta have a little pit road report, you know? If you don't have pit road report, what kind of racing are you?
That's true. Lordy me. Now I'm hungry. Now I want a hot dog.
That's why we got our affiliate sponsor out there, Back Alley Bakeries. Don't forget to do.
Yeah, hey guys, what do you think about on this restart? How about we do a little bit of our giggity rev it up here and hear some cars for the next lap or two?
I love it.
Sounds good.
Man, hearing those cars rumble like that, man, that just gets you excited and loving racing. If you don't like that sound, I don't know what sounds you do like. All right, good talk, guys.
I can't right now. You guys just take it for a minute.
Cars are turning left, going very fast. The front pack is in line. The back pack's all squirmy. Is that good enough?
Yep, absolutely. You're doing a great job. Over to you. I see
thank
what
you,
who
sir.
you're looking at.
I'm looking at the front right now, and probably your dad just took the inside line away from Blakey T and may be able to get the lead here once we get down to the backstretch.
Probably your dad, rookie to the series, trying to put himself into victory circle tonight here in that number 00 Chevy Camaro for the KMS Motorsports. Yeah, he's looking strong. He's been up front the whole time, but here comes that 20 car. Don't sleep on Wildcard Coyotes. He's got a couple victories here in this series.
Sorry, guys. That's really unprofessional, but things that take you off guard. Hot Dog Charlie will definitely do that to you.
Sorry about this, guys. Whenever Puddin hears about hot dogs, he gets a little excited. Speaking of which, I wanted to remind you guys, don't forget, when you go to the Back Alley Bakery, if you use the discount code RUBON'EM, you will get a free hot dog with premium buns. So don't forget to check out in there. Yeah, right.
That is why we called this one the RubHub right there. Don't forget that. It is correct. You bring that up, you bring that free password, and you get yourself a surprise of all sorts.
Lead precision with the move to the inside. Looks like he might be able to take the lead here from Wild Coyote.
Probably your dad way to the outside to that Blakey T making it. He didn't make that third line work, but those guys did do a good job of going 3 wide through the corner. Blakey T not running that yellow line, not on the Blakey T line, getting past, he's falling back very quickly.
Yeah, this draft plays such a huge effect here that, you know, it's really nice to be the leader. And something that I'm really enjoying here, a lot of times when you see these races at Atlanta, you're going to see the drivers down on that yellow line trying to hold it, racing it like it's Daytona. And it tends to cause a big pileup and lots of issues on the track. And these guys have decided not to do that. This is a video game, and so you can get away with doing that. However, these guys are racing the track as it should be, and I think that's really playing into the hands of letting this be a very good, fun race. As we're seeing people able to make moves, getting below people with the runs that they're getting. You're seeing some blocks here and there, not too bad, but you are seeing a little bit. I'm really enjoying this racing right now. These guys are doing a phenomenal job.
Season 5 is shaping up to be awesome there, Mountain Dew. Go ahead, buddy.
Oh, I'm just amazed. You would think, you know, racing coming from Daytona to a track like this that's very fast, especially in the draft, and seeing that we've only had 2 cautions and a lot of lead changes, it's going to be interesting, that final stage. I'm pretty excited for it.
Damn mute dog.
Another one, 88's going to get up here.
It's already bad enough you guys got. It's already bad enough you guys got me in stitches, and the mute dog's gonna go send stuff like that. Let's pay attention to this great action here at Hot Atlanta.
It was funny you said it, because I was sitting there wondering where that 88 was, because I haven't heard anybody talk about him.
He got crunched into the wall early, and now this front pack is starting to pull away. That second pack, they need to start going single file and not race each other, use their cars up and try to gain up to this first pack, as they are getting racy and dicey. So we see the 88, the 40, the 43, and the 4 pulling them down the corner here.
Yeah, guys, there's only 10 laps to go in the stage, so you're not going to see the patience we'd seen earlier. Remember, only the top 3 drivers are getting stages. So UK Wildcat's in that 88, not unlike his captain in the 88 custom car of Noco. He can be as patient as he wants to be, but when it's time to go, it's time to go. And UK showing up and taking the lead at the ideal time with less than 10 to go here in stage 1.
Yeah, UK being one of those participants again. We got challenged back weeks by leagues. One of those guys who took no gruff from nobody last week in that. And congratulations to all the Giggity participants. They won by a minimal margin of points because of stage 1 and stage 2. If it wasn't for those stage points, but once again,
8 laps remaining.
Once again, Giggity overcame the challenge. Any challengers come at us, they can. Those 8 drivers went there right with them. As Blakey T is right behind that 43 OG car. Blakey T hits the apron just a little bit. That's going to cost him the 20 and the 14 right there with them. UK still in the lead. He likes to see those guys hit that butter just a little bit.
Yeah, I really like where Blakey T is right here. He's being pretty patient. He's making sure to get down to that bottom and hold off the 20 of Wildcard Coyote, but he's in ideal location here as the 43 is going to try to make a move on the 4. Everybody that makes a move, Blakey T is going to be able to follow that and choose who he wants to ride with and try to get himself some stage points here as we get down to the end, as they're coming to 6 to go here in stage 1.
So that, yeah, again, being only that top 3 get stage points. Points are a factor. The top 3 in points after after the first week of Daytona, as we've just started season 5 right here, our second race is only divided by 1 point right there. So everybody trying to do the best they can for their team.
Yeah, something else I want to throw out here real quick. You just mentioned the teams, but we have Team Noco in the 88. We have KMS in the 43. We have NPP in the 3 car. We have 2 Colo Motorsports in the 4 and the 14, and we have NRG Motorsports in the 20. And here comes the 21 of Private Patton. That is a Canuck car. So all teams are being represented here well up here at the front, and there's not many teammates.
No, and as much as you'd love to have a little bit of a draft teammate out there right now, it is one for all and all for one. Do not leave that loose pack because, again, as they come in for the stage, that will help decipher your starting position in stage 2 as we're going to rack them and stack them there. Oh my God, Dirt Dog.
Yeah, something
fired.
that I'm seeing that's very impressive. That 4 car of Dark Humor on the outside, he's doing a very good job of maintaining his own. He was second, he got moved out. He's now falling back to about 5th as his teammate of Elite Precision there is underneath him. But he's doing a really good job. It's not as easy as it seems as he's making it look to be able to hold your own. Even though he is losing ground, he's not losing it at as fast of a pace as I would have expected.
That outside groove is fun and my custom Xfinity car. I can't wait to run it tomorrow.
Yeah, don't forget it. Yeah, don't forget about that. We still have our custom cup race tonight, but tomorrow, Thursdays, that will be the Xfinity boys and girls out there giving it. They're all the 20 still right there. 88 a UK OG and Blakey T, the top 3.
So, Putin, how does it feel to be in the top 3 in owner points in your first season? First full season of Giggity being an owner?
Well, first and foremost, I'm super proud of everybody over at KMS and the guys over at Shen. The teamwork and the alliance that they've got going on. The communication is fantastic, but it's a long season. Anything can happen, so I won't choose to come on that until at least halfway through the season. But I have a lot of faith in everybody at KMS.
Guys, the 88 of UK Wildcats is looking really, really good and strong up here as he's in the lead there, coming to the white flag of the stage. And I spoke of it earlier about how these guys will hold that yellow line on the backstretch and the front stretch, trying to hold their position. As we just seen that time on the backstretch, coming to 1 to go this time by, they were already pinching down, not allowing anybody to get down there. That number 3 of Blakey T is playing defense as hard as he can. Hot Dog Charlie out there was telling him, he was screaming in his ear, do not give up that spot. You have the final stage points right now. Wildcard Coyote in the 20 trying to do everything he can to take that spot from Blakey T, and they're both trying to get around the 43 of OG Infoul.
So you're telling me that the crew chief is saying squeeze those buns tight, hold that yellow line?
They are squeezing it tighter than you squeeze a ketchup bottle that's running out of ketchup. But yeah, Blakey T does get the 3rd spot, and he will get that 1 stage point as UK Wildcats win stage 1, followed by OG Infoul in that 43, and Blakey T in the 3, guys.
Great to see OG out here, too, because he was a little debatable on his season after Daytona due to some personal work matters out there, but he is coming to play tonight. But that is the top 3. These guys are doing what Icy said. They're going to come down and make some more adjustments to these preset cars, get them real dialed in, because guess what? That's right. It's patented, y'all. We're going to rack them and stack them here in Stage 2.
Yeah, guys, I was on just coming in from Shrimp Crab's crew chief of the 47 of Just Ken. He sat up front. He was one of the top drivers. I believe he had the pole. They're a little disappointed that they were unable to stay in the draft. They're going to have to make some major adjustments to get that 47 car back in contention here tonight, guys.
Was that Captain Spaghettio telling him that?
It was Shrimp Crab, crew chief of the 47. 43 of OG Intel leads us back to the green flag here in stage 2. Pit strategy gets him the lead as he leads the 88, the 3, and the 20 down to the green flag, guys. Over to you, Icy.
Give me a second.
Blakey T holding that yellow line. OG right there with him. Blakey T says, hey, I'm going to go up to the high side. OG in that 43 gets loose. Going to have to let the pack come back up right there. A lot of ground to be made up, but a lot of respect by him not to pull up and take the field out.
I don't think he pitted.
Yeah, taking the field out is not what you want to see. You don't want to see that if you're the captain of the 43. Good job holding in your emotions there, Puddin'. Strawberry Puddin' out here is not happy with the 43 car, guys.
No harm, no foul for him. We know he's got a lot of talent. Got stage 3 coming up. He'll be able to make it back up. As we say that, Blakey T takes the lead right there with the 14 and UK in that 88 right behind him.
Oh, that 47 car is not having a good day.
Yeah, Shrimp Crab has told us that that car is not handling well. That Kroger 47 Chevy Camaro is just not handling as it did in qualifying. They don't know where they want to miss here with the race setup. Over to you, Icy.
Yeah, no, he's really struggling right now. The car's just... car's just...
That's a struggling shrimp.
Sorry, guys.
I apologize, guys. I'm sorry.
Guys, don't forget this race, our Cup Series, is sponsored by 3D Metal, South Carolina, I think. Yeah, right. So don't forget to tune in, or get on the website, check them out for all your metal and welding needs here across the country, as they do work all over the world, not just here in the States. So definitely make sure to check them out. Maybe I think they have a website. So 3D Metalworks. Thank you for coming on board here this season in Season 5 of Giggity Racing League. 18 of Adam Troutman. He's on the outside of the 11. Those two are not teammates. The 11 is NRG. The 18 is NPP Motorsports. Even though they're in Joe Gibb Toyotas, they're not actually teammates out here for Giggity Racing League, as we have our own teams. But the 3 of Blakey T, we talked to Hot Dog Charlie earlier. The 3 feels strong. They've made no adjustments today on this car. And his tire wear is holding up very, very well, and that 3 car is looking strong today. Don't be surprised to see him park that number 3 Chevy Camaro in victory circle at the end of the race. Back to you, Puddin'.
The 88 of UK is right behind the 14, still pushing Blakey T down there. We see one car utilizing the high line right there, trying to get a little bit of draft. That is the 16, as we see the 14 making a move. Blakey T gets a little loose, goes to the high side. Everybody's going to use that tight on him hot dog bun line on the inside.
Hey, look, we got a broom pusher in the chat. Isn't that what Noko said last week?
OG Intel coming to pit road now. He has tried to stay on the track as long as he could. Finally, he ran out of fuel after forgetting to stop after that last stage break there, guys. So he's hoping for a caution now before he goes a lap down, if not shortly after.
So, like driver, like owner, right? Running out of fuel.
And with just like that, though, could that be some strategy being played? If he pits now, well, these guys are going to have to pit a little bit later. Will he be able to make it to the end? We have seen that strategy being played. High sign starting to develop, but the 14 still pulling the 88 of UK down the road, down the end in turn 1 and 2 there.
Yeah, guys, there's no way Infal's going to be able to make it to the end of the stage, guys. There's still 43 laps remaining, and they're only getting about 20 laps in the tank. So Infal really, really needs a caution to come out here shortly, guys.
And I don't see it happen unless something drastic does go down wrong, because these guys have been tight-knit, clean, and fast. A little bumper and apron hit right every now and then, but these guys are all right there. So difficult to do, whether you be on sticks or on a wheel. Keeping these presets, maintaining these tires. Everybody in the Preset Cup 3D Metal Works division looking real strong tonight.
Sorry, guys, we want a little awkward silence
from,
there.
The 14 and the 88, these two have really been doing a fantastic job outside of Blakey T staying up front. So I'm really liking these two maybe throughout the rest of this race.
Yeah, we were practicing earlier. I was talking to team owner of the 88 car. I was talking to Sir Noko. He said that typically UK Wildcats is the driver that they keep at the shop. Other than on race day, he's the one cleaning the shop, pushing the broom, shop vac in the cars. This week they switched that over to Sanity Outlaw. They gave him the responsibility of making sure everything's good and clean. And because of that, UK Wildcats' arms are not so tired, and he's able to get up on that wheel, and he's now trying to take the lead under that 14 of Elite Precision.
I was just going to say making a move underneath the Elite, but that's going to open the door for the 19-2. 19 moves right up in front of him.
He's third from last on that in that front pack here right now. So he definitely is not having a good time after being shuffled out of line.
Oh, my Atlanta.
Confirmation from OG's crew chief out there. Said he went to put adjustment in. I don't know if he didn't get it in or just didn't accept it. I have had that happen both ways, where I sat there and smashed that X button and it didn't accept it, and then I've also just completely missed it. But that is the word that we're hearing right now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You know, Puddin, he reached out. He's a rookie owner as far as being a team captain, and he reached out and he went for a rookie crew chief here on that 43 car, Jello Crosby, and they decided not to pit. That's unfortunate. You really hate to see it. Jello Crosby's going to have to get his act together.
Ooh, 16 car hard into the wall. Sorry.
Tackleberry is in the 16. That's unfortunate. You hate to see that, and he's got a lot of damage. Now, he and the 43 car are both hoping for a caution to come out here soon.
Probably your dad racing out of the KMS stable, pushing the UK 88 down there. 14 right behind him too. That 00 trying to make his name known, not pushing any issues, drifts up just a little bit, sees somebody come right there, going to lose a couple positions, but he's got the speed and he's been in the top 5 most of the English, or most of the night, most of the English. Thanks, Noko.
He was thinking about his good buddy there, Robbie Racing, when he talked about the English. We all know that Rob cannot speak very well English, but he does try. Back to the racing, we got Country Caliber out here on the outside following his teammate in the 19 of Flirt with Disaster. The top 4 are breaking away, but the 24 of Jake Giroux racing for Team Melco, trying to get back up there as he's running in the 5th position right now.
And this is something we've talked about too. You know, oh, the 4 car looks like he's mowing a little bit of grass back there. He is spun around. That is our last week's previous race winner. That is Dark Humor. No caution coming out with that though.
Yeah, you really hate to see that, you know. He's had a good, strong car. He's been running up front all day. He's been doing a great job on the outside. He tried to go to the inside, and he went way too low down into the grass. That is not where the racing groove is. So Dark Humor is out of contention here in Stage 2 without a caution. So we've had a few people here now with issues in Stage 2. It's a little too early, but luckily it's only Stage 2. They do still have another stage to try to get this victory.
And that's right, and we saw it too. Something happened with Just Ken and RJ Smitty. As I'm clicking back on board, they are just now starting to catch the pack. They were both running up front earlier, had some mishaps, misfortune happen, but they, again, just perseverance. That's how you stay up there, you know. Stick with it, stay with it. Our one good buddy, we haven't been able to talk to him for a while, Warpig, he always says, stay in it, stay in it, stay in it.
We've got a couple more people out there commenting on our YouTube. We got Dr. Robbie Bobby, thanks for tuning in. And we have Dencake Girl, I've never heard of her. Thanks for tuning in. We're really happy to have you guys out there. Don't forget, 25 viewers right now. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys.
I'm on board with the 8.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go.
Something I'm seeing is Jake Giroux in that 24 car is really trying to press this issue of the outside line. He's falling back a lot, but he's also holding his own. So I'd like to see where that goes maybe throughout the rest of this race.
And that's what I was saying earlier too. You know, this year it was all in the back of our mind. Jake Giroux, numerous time champion, as he's making a move to the inside of H Crowd. No, he gets loose. H Crowd in that 18 car. Who was going to give, Slider 4 Jake, as we all like to call him, that run for his money? And it looks like there's quite a few people out there doing it.
Yeah, that's a big testament of how far the Giggity Racing League has actually come. When Jake Giroux joined into the Giggity Racing League on the preset level, he was untouchable. Nobody could stand with him. We reached out, we found some few drivers that we feel like they were competitive, as well as some of these guys were already pretty fast, but they've actually picked up even more speed, and there's a lot of people out there, as Jake is now struggling to stay in the top 5, as he's sitting outside of that right now at 6th in that number 24, Exalta Chevy Camaro for Team Milko.
Hey guys, just to let you know that if you're gonna talk in this chat, you have to have your mic unmuted. I'm sitting here trying to talk to you guys, and I've been muted the whole time.
Well, I wonder what happened to it, you know, but we just figured you fell asleep since you have switched to Diet Caffeine-free Sprite after Mountain Dew. You know, I thought the caffeine wore off of you, buddy.
No, that's just Mountain Dew obviously makes you get a lot of kidney stones, and I didn't know that. And I had to start drinking
that's enough.
some
Yep, there you go.
water.
Yeah.
I just been drinking water and cranberry juice, bud.
There you
And a lot
go.
of beer.
Cranberry juice, but it's not water.
Yeah, I've never had any
Hey,
kidney
Trout
stones
making
drinking
a
as
move
much
here
beer as
for
I
a
drink, so
second,
we're good on that.
Sorry to interrupt you again, Puddin'.
Go ahead. No, go.
Doing it here. But no, I was just saying, Trout looked like he was trying to make a move here on the 14 Elite Precision. Wasn't able to make it work though.
Yeah, and those top three are starting to break away just a little bit as A-Trout makes another move to the inside of Elite. UK and that 88 trying to work around him. That's going to give the door open right there. It's a big enough gap that I think that Elite will be able to come down clear. He's not giving it up though. They're fighting for that second position.
And Nuka Bob Racing says Taddy's a sellout. Anything for views.
I have no idea what he's speaking of. Nuka Park Quantum out there trying to talk crap on me. Right.
Uh-oh. Can of worms just got opened.
All right, guys, we're sitting at about 28 laps to go here in the stage. Hot Dog Charlie has told me to be expecting the 3-car on pit road here within the next 2 to 5 laps as his tires are starting to get worn. But they still plan on making no adjustments as that car is still running smoothly.
He's got some baked beans on that dog, doesn't he?
I don't know.
I think it's,
That's actually pretty good. Beans and hot dogs.
Oh, as we see Jake in the 42,
Jake hits a wall hard.
making collision as Texpelt gets into the 24. It might be smarter the 24 now as he's already slowed down and maybe make his pit stop now instead of trying to ride out another 3 to 4 laps.
Man, Jake is not having a good time. Usually he has a win by now in this series.
I mean, we're only 2 races into a very long schedule.
Give me a second, man. Just let me have my second of glory.
That's what she said?
And your second's over. Right, so back to the racing.
And I think probably your dad right there putting on the turn signal too. We didn't see that happen the other night in the truck race, guys. Always remember to signal when and if possible. And that is correct. Probably your dad, one of the top 5 runners right now, coming down to pit lane. So, K-Taddy, you just called it. Pit lane's going to be very busy here in the next couple laps.
Yeah, thanks to Hot Dog Charlie out there giving me the inside view there on what was going to be happening on pit road. Guys, I can't speak enough about this 18.
Can we just call him Hot Chuck?
No, I like pronouncing the whole thing. As the 14 of Elite Precision going under the 18 of A-Trout right now, I can't speak highly enough of this 18 of A-Trout. Here just this year, we all know how hard it is to go from a wheel back to controllers. Pit road is becoming a very busy place again. But Adam Troutman, after recent events, he has gone from the steering wheel down to the controller. I'm assuming he probably no longer does the in-car camera. But definitely a big change for him. To see him running up here battling for the lead is amazing.
Yeah, I had the opportunity about a week ago to be racing with A-Trout in a public lobby. Him and I had some good battles, and again, he is back on a wheel, using his prosthetics and everything, and it is so awesome to see him be very competitive. We see him back in that 18 Toyota, coming off in turn 3 and 4. He backed that thing up. He was trying to dirt track her in the pit lane. Again, with cautions this year, and the stages and everything, and damage, that's definitely going to hurt because black flags were obviously on when we run relaxed cautions.
Unfortunately, that is something that his team owner tried teaching him how to do. Getting on the pit road without shifting is no shift. Pendle is the team owner. He told the 18, don't shift, just lock the brakes, and that caused him to spin there at getting on the pit road. So unfortunate events here for the 18 of A-Trout.
Good battle back here with Blakey T and Texpelt.
Guys, I was off earlier. I had stated when Jake got put in the wall, I was assuming that he was going to go ahead and pit right then. He did not. He's still out on the track, and he is your race leader at this point in time. As he's on pit road now. Go figure. Man, these cameramans are horrible. Why didn't they just show me that he was pitting instead of making me look like a dummy saying all of that? We're gonna have to. Whoever has the music in the background has to stop it immediately.
Yeah, no rights to music. I need.
I'm looking to see who takes over the lead.
I believe it's Elite Precision. He's in front of probably your dad.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking. The two rookies out here battling for what will become the lead here. And sure enough,
I'm super impressed with that 0-0. Probably your dad's, and even Elite Precision. I mean, they're both running fantastic. Elite Precision probably a little more expected considering he was last season or season 4.5's truck champion. Am I correct in saying that?
I don't know. Yeah, he was the truck champion.
Yeah, but probably your dad was the Xfinity champion as well.
Yeah, these are two champions.
That one I was unaware of. So
not in the Cup Series. They're both moving up after winning their respectful championship last season. And this is pretty good to see these guys battling out here, showing them, we might have been trucks in Xfinity last season, but that's not all we're good at. Let me go show you how to run your Cup cars. Back to you, Icy.
no, I was going to say they're doing a fantastic job of it. And you look in third place, we can actually see him this week. That'd be Private Patton in that 21 car. Again, we can actually see him this week.
Breaking news, his car is visible. 20 laps to go on the stage, guys. I'm expecting these guys to still have to make another pit stop here before stage 2 comes to an end. Again, this is all going to depend on whether or not a caution comes out, but that could play a huge role in who wins the stage, as they're only going to be just a couple laps short on fuel and tires. Is somebody going to drop it down and try to save? I wouldn't imagine, as this track, even if you can save the fuel, is probably going to eat your right side tires. Over to you, Puddin. Good talking to you. So Mountain Dew, right, now let's hear your response on that.
I'm sorry, I was reading the chat. I wasn't paying attention to you. I was trying to figure out what Noko meant by Smitty pulled a Smitty. I don't know what that means, but I was trying to understand. Oh. But no, I'm actually really
Nukabob calling me out. I did not say cameraman. I said cameraman. But that's like one word. It's not like it could be a woman. Come on now. Don't be getting me into trouble. Right, back to you.
To touch on Icy's thing, it's good to see that these two rookies are up there showing these guys how up, as I say, that Private Patton goes down low in the 0-0 for second place, I think, maybe, sure. But no, I don't know what I was going to say. Brain fart, sorry.
And this is what happens when you take Mountain Dew off of Mountain Dew and give him water. He gets confused easily. Icy, what are you watching?
Again, I'm watching these front four. Private Patton's really making a run here. I've been kind of keeping my eye up towards the front all race, and yeah, Private Patton's finally looking really strong here in this in that 21 car. It's going to be interesting to see. Maybe I think this race is going to change even more throughout the next stage, maybe, unless everybody happens to have their adjustments in exactly how they like them. But they're going to Patton trying to take the race lead here.
Yeah, sorry. Puddin is away from his monitor right now, so he does have it on this battle with the top four. So we are seeing right now Elite Precision get shuffled out as the 88 of UK Wildcats. Probably your dad now, side by side with 14. But the new leader of the Private Patton, somebody that we can see this week, as Icy hit the nail on the head earlier about that.
Oh, yeah. I still don't remember what I was going to say.
Right, so we spoke about it earlier, or I did. The 88 of UK Wildcats, not unlike his team captain there with Noko, you don't necessarily have to be there at the beginning of these stages, but being there at the end where it matters is all that really counts here as stage points are on the line. We did not see the 88 necessarily 1, 2, 3 this whole stage, but here we go with less than 20 laps to go, and he is sitting second with just a 4-car breakaway. Trying to decide who's going to be the 3 that get those stage points. So UK Wildcats, yet again, one of those top drivers. As Blakey T, one of our top 3 drivers throughout the whole race, is leading the second pack of 5 cars. They're more single file. Don't be surprised if they catch these guys here by the end of the stage as well.
I'm wondering if lap traffic's going to be an issue.
Yep. Over to you, Icy.
Oh, sorry about cutting you off there, Mountain Dew. Yeah, I was just saying, I was looking at the second group, and it looks like the 3 cars really making some inroads here, but now these top 4 are finally getting straightened out. I still believe that the group of 5 behind them is going to be catching up, but not as quick anymore.
Yeah, and there's only 13 laps remaining right now, so this is actually coming down to the wire. I said that they have to pit. I'm not absolutely certain. My Hot Dog Charlie here is not giving me their pit information right now. Apparently it's going to be too close to call, so he doesn't want others to get in his strategy. But as you were speaking, Matt, about Mountain Dew, these lead cars are catching lap traffic as the one of RJ Smitty with some front end damage is not too far ahead of these guys. And with the draft that they have, they should catch that one before the end of the stage.
Yes, sir. I'm just I'm really excited to see if that second pack can catch them before the end of this stage and see some more amazing racing, because this is kind of starting to remind me of Daytona, and I'm starting to fall asleep.
Yeah, something else that's actually going to hurt the drivers that we've seen with issues earlier, you know, the 4 Dark Humor, the 43 of OG Infal. If this one car goes a lap down and is able to stay in the draft with these leaders, that's going to make him the lucky dog. So he will be the one that gets his lap back. And it's going to be very, very difficult for those other two to get their laps back here in Stage 3. All right, good talking, guys.
Yeah, no, I was doing some thinking in my head, but now I realize I can't not pit and stay on the lead lap because you have to pit directly after the caution. So you are correct in saying that. It looks like Elite Precision's trying to take a peek to the inside of UK Wildcats, but unable to make it work here.
I'm wondering if
go ahead.
I'm wondering if probably your dad's falling off the pace because he realized that, you know, he pitted a little bit earlier than these guys did, and wondering if he's got enough fuel or even tires to make it to the end of this stage. So, but as I say that, he sucks right back up to the 14. So,
you know, that might be his plan though. We haven't really seen him make a whole lot of moves trying to pass like we were earlier in the stage. We all know from Daytona and other tracks like that, and including here at Atlanta, you can follow people in the draft, be lifting a little bit more than what you typically would, therefore being able to save a little bit of fuel. And as you spoke on, he did pit before the rest of the leaders, so that might be a huge thing for him as he's trying to save a little bit of fuel.
yeah, as people are calling you K Belichick in the chat, just to let you know.
That's not the first time I've been called that before. Get something else more unique.
And you have been muted by the Dirt Dog.
The world has been muted by Dirt Dog. He actually muted himself earlier, so that was kind of cool. Something that we've all been waiting for. Nobody could hear Dirt Dog as he muted himself. Right, back to the racing. So they are catching up on this one car of RJ Smitty. Private Patton is going to have to make a move. If he has to go to the outside, that's going to open the door for the 88 of UK Wildcats.
Now, if you were in Smitty's idea, I mean, if you got 7 laps, do you try to race the leader here, or do you just, okay, never mind?
So I have a little bit of a different strategy. You know, if you're in that predicament where you can be the car that is 1 lap down, you know, unfortunately, if you get the lucky dog, you are going to have to start at the tail end of the field. However, what you can do at this scenario, you know, you're going to go a lap down. You know, you want to try to fight so you can get your, you know, be on the lead lap. However, if he's the one that gets the lucky dog, he knows in his head that almost guarantees him 2 positions, as he no longer has to battle those other 2 who would be trapped a lap down.
Very true. Very,
so
very
it
true,
could be
sir.
a strategy move to actually be the one that goes a lap down and get that lucky dog.
As UK goes to the inside of the 21 here, and the 14 and the 00 look like they're going to follow him. Ooh, it's just, ooh, that was close. That was very, 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 very close there. Probably your dad. Almost wrecked her.
Sorry, guys. Dealing with a little something else real quick. I think they're at 6 to go, possibly, maybe 5. I will get a lap count next time they come around.
Ooh.
Private Patton gets back into that 3rd position. That is going to put him in the stage point position at this point in time. So probably your dad having to do everything he can to try to get into that top 3, as there are 4 laps remaining right now.
Oh, I thought that 5-car pack looked closer than that one, but
yeah, I was going to mention that actually. Blakey T and them have actually lost a little bit of ground here. I don't know if they got racy. I wasn't really paying a lot of attention, but they have lost ground to this lead pack. That also could have to do with now that Smitty's in that it is a 5-on-5 pack, so that could be playing a huge role here as well.
both. 4.5 maybe. I mean, that car doesn't seem to have the best aerodynamics right
That's a
now.
tricky one because sometimes in the game, the way that it views on our screen is if he had the damage before he pit, and then when he pit, he fixed the damage, it would still show up on our screens as showing the damage, where it might not be showing it on his. So, I mean, his car looks pretty fast and competitive right now, but you have to, as far as the broadcast view, a person has to pit twice before it actually comes out not showing damage anymore. So that one car may not be as damaged as it looks on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we're 3 laps to go now, coming to 2 to go this time by, but the 88 of UK Wildcats, just like last time, waits until the final end of the stage, and then he decides to put that 88 Chevy Camaro in front of the rest of the pack, and he's looking to sweep the stages and get as many points as he possibly can here tonight.
Man, that 21 and Double Zero are racing like crazy as the 21 and him get into each other a little bit on that front stretch.
Ooh, a little more contact as they enter 1 and 2. That's to be expected, though. This is the final lap of the stage, so those two were battling for the that all-important one stage point. Not playoff point, sorry. Because, again, remember, you win and you're in. If you can get a victory here this season, you're locked into the playoffs as long as you meet the minimum race requirements. But also, we're taking the top driver in points that did not get a win. So any point you can get throughout the season is going to be huge. As we see UK Wildcats, Elite Precision, and the Private Patent get your top 3 and receive stage points here.
So, if you could touch on that, so is it the top 10 make it to the playoffs?
So it could vary. As long as the drivers make the minimum race requirements, every driver that wins a race is locked into the playoffs, regardless of how many there are. It doesn't necessarily have to be the top 10. And also as like a playoff provisional, to pay off consistency, not necessarily just bullying your way through and getting a victory, but being consistent, maybe top 5s every week. We are going to give like a playoff provisional to the highest finishing points driver that did not receive a win. So there could technically be more drivers. Also, you must meet the minimum 14 of 20 races in order to be eligible for the playoff.
Oh. I was just wondering. That's something new this year, right?
Yeah, we've never done it this way. We have done playoffs. We brought them back this season because I really like the playoff racing. But on top of that, we've never done the winning you're in style. So we're trying to incorporate that, but I don't know how well that'll go or how many different race winners we would get. So putting a number on there of eligible drivers is really a little bit difficult.
Right.
So a question I have while we're on this subject is how will the elimination format go throughout? Or is that going to be determined at the time?
No, so the way that's going to go is all drivers that make the playoffs are going to reset back to the exact same amount of points. There's no playoff points here allotted, so nobody starts with an advantage going into those final 4 weeks. All of those drivers will race for 3 weeks. The top 3 drivers points-wise, after those 3 weeks are over, will go to Homestead Miami Speedway and battle it out in a winner-take-all championship format, just like you see in real life. So those final 3 will battle it out at Homestead. Whoever finishes the highest will be your champion here for Season 5.
All right.
That's pretty dope. And that's for all 3 series, correct?
That's for all series, correct.
That's awesome. That'll make some good racing. Now, is it the end of the season yet? Let's go.
Yeah, so we've done the elimination style before, and that's really difficult because when you're doing the elimination, we've seen some really over-aggressive and dirty racing, and so we wanted to minimize that, set everybody down to nothing. Consistency is going to pay off in those final 3 races. If you get a win, that does not lock you into the championship. So it's really going to pay off to be as consistent as you possibly can there throughout those 3 races to make the I guess it's the playoff 3 races.
Sweet. As we see, what is that? UK still leading. Blakey T made it back to 2nd. Private Patton's in 3rd. Probably your dad's in 4th. And 20 is in 5th. I don't remember his name. Oh, Wildcard Coyote.
Yeah, guys, unfortunately to the viewers at home, you guys are watching Just Ken. The reason is he was the pole sitter. Puddin is away from his monitor right now, so he's trying to bring you as much action as he can, but you're going to have to be stuck watching the 47 right now for a few laps, at least until he gets back. He had an important phone call he had to take.
Yeah, I'm as I see RJ Smitty's car back to normal.
So the damage is gone on that one, but he is also on the lead lap now, which again I believe that trapped the 4 and the 43 both a lap down. I'm not 100% certain on that, but I do believe so.
I am not 100% sure either.
Trying to get a lap count here. This has been really pretty good. We've had 2 cautions here. I mean, 2 accident cautions. But all in all, this has been some really, really good racing. I'm really impressed with these guys.
Yeah, this is a lot better than I thought I would see at Atlanta. I mean, I didn't get to catch the truck race. I was playing ball, but I'm pretty excited. I'm really anxious to see how those custom guys do tonight. Taddy, how do you feel about your car this evening?
Trash. One word, trash. No,
Well,
I mean,
heard it
I've
here
been working
first.
on it all day. It's handling pretty good, but it's really hard in the customs to make a pass. The line that you want is at the bottom, and everybody, everyone's not on the same playing field. You got a lot more gear in those cars, so definitely you're going to see a lot of passes on the inside. If you can find somebody that can make moves on the outside, I would say that he's probably going to be the winner.
Man, that 88 is looking really strong.
Guys, they're down to about 49 laps to go. Unfortunately, here within the next 15 minutes, I'm going to have to get out of here and set up the Custom Cup Series lobby, as we're going to try to get them qualifying at about 7:25. So I got to set up their lobby about 7:15.
Sounds good, boss. Oof. Usually I have a lot more energy, but I'm like blah today.
I'm liking what I'm seeing up front. We're seeing like the usual 3 suspects we're seeing all day today up front. UK, Blake T, and probably your dad. And then, not to mention, Lockhart Kyrie out front too. They're in 4th.
And we got a Country Caliber right there in 5th, and behind him, I'm thinking that's
Jake Giroux.
Jake Giroux, yeah.
All right, guys. So at this stage, at this point in time in the race, as we are in stage 3, who are you guys looking at as your race victor? Let's start with you, Mountain Dew.
I'm gonna go with probably your dad. I think he's been really patient. He hasn't tried to force many moves. Even though that 88 is strong and so is that 3, but I'm really gonna push for that 00 to win this race.
Over to you, Icy.
I mean, again, this is going to be kind of the cherry picking, I guess. I mean, it was left to me, but I'm going to take UK Wildcats. Dude's been fast all day today. He's had the fastest long run car, I think. So I'm looking for him.
Yeah, the car that I'm looking at as being our race victor here is actually in a Ford Mustang here. You guys both picked Camaros, but I think that 14 of Elite Precision is showed to be one of the most consistent guys, consistently up there up front. He's not necessarily getting the finishes in the stages, but I expect to see him there at the end of this race. So the 14 of Elite Precision is my pick. As we see, the 19 of Flirt with Disaster gets kind of his nose taken off as the 43, and somebody else made a little bit of contact. So the 19 goes flying through the grass. You hate to see
Holy
that.
cow. Oh, my Lanta. I'm surprised to see that, Jake, he wouldn't be a bad pick. I mean, he's been kind of patient himself. You haven't seen him run much up front, but, I mean, as I look at this pack up front here, I think he's the last car in this lead pack. I might be wrong. No, he's the second car.
He's the first
car. Yeah, second pack.
Yep, he's the lead car in the second pack. Yeah, this whole lead pack, that what they want to do at this point, if you can get that 24 out of the draft, you really just want to hook up and try to minimize. There's still a couple pit stops to go. Your best strategy would probably be to just work together at this point and try to minimize the amount of drivers that have an opportunity if this stays green all the way to the finish.
Oh yeah, as they seemed. Oh, the 43's into the wall.
43 of OG Infos, he's going to lose that lead pack. He's going to lose many, many positions. But it does look like the 24 of Jake Giroux, you spoke about, him and A-Trout and the 18 are going to catch the draft of that lead pack. So don't they should still be in the equation here late in the race, as the 47 of Just Canna as well, with his crew chief Shrimp Crabs out there telling him get on that throttle right now, catch those boys.
Oh yeah.
25.
But I'm just anxious.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm just anxious to see how pit strategies work out, because don't they have to pit twice in this stage, or is it still just once?
I'm going to imagine twice, because at this point there's still 40 laps to go, and they've been racing for about 10 to 15 laps. So I wouldn't actually be shocked to see them pitting here in the next 5 to 8 laps, realistically. I don't have an actual time to tell you lap count on pits, but that's what I would assume is anywhere from the next 5 to 8 laps.
As we see, that 24 is making his way back up, and he is in 4th right now, along with that 14 in 3rd. And Blakey T all over the back bumper of the 88 going into 3.
Yeah, something I really like that I've been seeing Jake doing, he's not really holding that bottom as well as the others through like the tri-oval and stuff. And I actually think that the reason that he's doing that is to save the tires for the long run. As we see him now battling in 4th, trying to go to the outside of the 14. But here at this track, it is so hard on your tires. But the higher you can go on the straightaways, a little bit lift in the corners, the higher that you're racing the track, the more tires you're going to save. So that 24 car may actually have the best tire wear, even though he might not have the speed on the long run of the 88. He might just pull it out with the strategy of saving those tires.
Yeah, as we see, the 88 gets left out from that lower line there. He's pushed back to, I think it looks like he's going to be in 4th after all. Oh, no. He's still fighting for 3rd with the 24. And they're teammates, are they not?
Who?
24 and 88.
Yes,
I think they're teammates.
Yeah, they're both with Team Noco.
Team Poco.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to step away. My dog had a mental breakdown.
That's okay. As we see the 3, 14, and the 24.
Grim Sanity out there asked if you need a fill-in the booth there for your Mountain Dew, being you're tired.
I'll be alright. I mean, we could tag team the second race, because I really might need to go to sleep.
Whoa, tag teaming.
Oh, as a 24 looks to... Oh. Blakey T says, no mustard for you, bud. I mean, if he would like to do it, he can. Like I said, I'm, really tired. I don't have put in the excitement here to keep me awake.
The Mountain Dew is back.
Yeah,
there he is.
The 47's getting a lot of air. I'm going to need you to catch on
Contact
here.
24 and the 00.
Sorry, I stepped outside to the patio so no one else could hear me. I do greatly apologize about that. I am so sorry. That is a very, very, very important phone call I could not have missed. I told IC about it there. So I apologize. That's very unprofessional of me.
Hey, you're good. We got the 3 of Blakey T as leader. Okay, you're on him now. You're good to go.
Well, it looks like the 00 is just not meant to be. I mean, he was all the way up the track, and it looks like the 18 got loose or tight or whatever it was, got into him. Now, that 00 is all the way in the back. He's not having a good time anymore. No. As the 24's just got his jaws open, hunting down that 3 car. Off to you, Puddin'. I missed your voice, bud. Glad to have you back.
Actually, nobody ever misses hearing my voice as we see the Blade 3 car, Blakey T getting really loose, bouncing up to the board. That 24, that is the one and only Jake Giroux. Like you said, he's hunting stock and just utilizing that draft, trying to hold on. They do have a 2-car breakaway, though. Flirting with disaster, he's pulling up the pace. And we see RJ Smitty already on pit lane. On board with UK right behind that 14. That is elite precision, so these guys are trying to hunt these 2 leaders down.
I gotta say, I really like the way that Jake's entering these corners. He's entering high, exiting high, kind of trying to save these tires, as Patty was saying earlier. And it gets inside of the 3, and they bump here going into 3 and 4. Lead. I can't believe we skipped over him, but there goes the 14 to the inside.
Yeah, Elite Precision now trying to get the lead. Here comes the one of RJ Smitty off pit road. Hopefully he's going to hold it down here. As he does, I don't see any issues. Elite Precision has the run with UK Wildcats. Is going with the 14 instead of his teammate on the outside. Little interesting there. Blakey T and the 24 both on the outside. They were P1, P2. Now they're looking to fall back. But Jake Giroux out there in the 24. He's holding that outside line very well. As I say that, he goes flying way to the outside. Ooh, the 4 of Dark Humor spins again. This time on trying to get to pit road. Oh, maybe he didn't. He just got a little bit sideways. He is on pit road now.
Lordy, lordy.
The lead pack right behind Elite Precision in that 14 has packed up. They are starting to gather up. So it looks like Blakey T and 21 are, that is the international signal right there. They're putting the turn signal on. They want some forward freshies in the Bella field to try to get them into this, to the end of this RubHub Atlanta presented by 3D Metalworks Preset Cup. Second week, Season 5 of Giggity Racing.
Yeah, we got the 11 also on pit road. Of Country Caliber. Yee yee!
Every time Country sends me something in the message boards, I'm nervous to open it up, but it does make me laugh.
88 and the 18 seem to be going down pit road this time as well.
The 14 is as well. It looked like he was sailing. I got to him a little late. Yes, he is.
The 20, the 18.
Leaders on pit road, guys.
Back to you, Jack.
Puddin', you got some pit road reporting for us here?
Absolutely not. I'm not good friends with Hot Dog Charlie like you are.
Oh, I'm not really a fan of Hot Dog Charlie. Tackleberry here, his crew chief, Raspberries, he told me that the 16 car is not showing his card yet. He's just kind of riding around using the draft, trying to get a good finish. But expect him to make a push here towards the front as this race prolongs. They do expect to make one more pit stop here tonight, guys.
Yee yee!
The 00 of probably your dad's passing those guys coming off of the lane, has no pressure from behind, no pressure in front of him either, so maybe he's trying to stretch an extra lap or two and trap these guys lap down, which trapping somebody is pretty difficult to do without a caution, as he is now passing Jake Giroux, UK Wildcats, A Trout in the 20 car right there also.
Hey guys, this is going to be huge with all those drivers that just pitted. Blakey T and them, he was in that first group of cars to pit. He has the exact amount of laps left on his fuel tank. That means all those guys that did the lap after are actually one lap to the good. But with this track being such a wide open track, you tend to use a little bit more fuel than what you're really supposed to. So Blakey
Are your
T
tires going to make it to the end over fuel?
Yeah, and that first group of
consideration right now.
Yeah, those guys are really going to be struggling, and you might see the pace back down a little bit as the whole field may try to start saving.
And there's certain people out there in the giggity community who love to watch people save.
NRG, Dylan Tibbetts is the absolute biggest fan of fuel saving, and
I wasn't going to mention any names, but that's who I was thinking of, yeah.
Robbie Racing absolutely hates fuel saving. He said they need to get after it and be on the throttle at all times. There's no reason to save in racing. I may have had that backwards. Possibly.
We'll have to get back to you on that one, but yeah, somewhere along those lines. Likey T appears to have this one right out front pulled, but he's got 6 cars, including A Trout passing the 42 E-League car.
Guys, Tom Horton and Booger McFarland kind of saying the exact same thing right here at the same time. If you're going slower than everybody else, you're saving more fuel. Back to you, Puddin'.
That is, I can't believe you actually saw that or even heard that, because that guy's permanently muted for life. So you must have some like telepathy going on there. But yeah,
I can't ever hear the word that he's saying, and that's why he blows up every chat all the time. Because since you can't hear him, he makes sure you can read him.
Oh, I got you. Well, I would definitely go with Booker's facts over his, because he makes me nervous at times. Especially if you would have just seen what he said to everybody.
He actually sent a live picture with him and Hot Dog Charlie crew chief of that number 3. They did take a selfie together, and that is exactly what Tom Horton just sent into the chats.
That is
Back
pretty
to you.
much, yeah, that's pretty much true. Yeah.
Over to you, Icy.
Wow, I don't know how to follow that up. Let me take a look through here real fast. Honestly, I've been looking at the 21, the 22. Have they come down pit road already?
All the cars have been on pit road.
Everybody's been on pit road? Okay, well, so that means Spanker and Private Patton are sandwiching the radar here?
I have 14 in the lead.
14 in the lead, and then
14 in the lead.
I'd be following the 3 car, so does that make the 21 second and the 22 in fourth?
Yes.
Okay, well that's interesting. We haven't really said much about the 22 with Spanker all day, but definitely could make some noise here towards the end.
Spanker being one of those involved too with the disillusion of one of the teams, or divulsion, or how do you say it, of one of the teams out there. Glad to see he got himself a ride, and one of those ones to always keep an eye on, and good guy too.
Guys,
Big
unfortunately,
battle.
it's that time that I gotta get out of here. I had a blast up here. I plan on listening in to figure out what the remainder of the race is. But I gotta get out of here and go set up the custom custom lobby. So thanks for having me, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks for being up here. We do appreciate it, and good luck tonight, my man.
Thanks, man.
Good luck, Patty.
The one and only K-Taddy. Gonna go again, take that tie off, put that suit on. Big gaggle of cars, Jake, probably your dad, Elite Country, A-Trout, every Blakey T, all right here, trying to get up to that 14. Can they get back up to him?
They're drafting the way they are. I think they're going to catch him in no time.
I think it, yeah, lap and a half, 2 laps, they'll have him.
These guys are insane right now, the way they're keeping it together.
Some guys on wheels, some guys on controllers, preset ×2 tire wear, but they've all done a fantastic job with only one caution tonight. The 20 gets moved just a little bit up. Everybody's going to make a way around it. On board with probably your dad, definitely making sure he's clear before he pulls up, and he does a great job of it. I see, this has probably been some of the best racing I've seen in a long time, not to mention one of the most fun broadcasts I've been part of for a while.
Yeah, no, this has been a great time up here. And I can only imagine it's going to get better here when we go into the second race, the custom guys. I can only imagine it's going to be just as good.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. In the 14 elite position, he is now, that gap is dissolving very quick. It's almost completely gone. All of those guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars it looks like in a single car draft, they just chew that gap up. Now they are right to the back bumper. That is Blakey T, trying to get up there, leading that pack into him. Some of those guys in the mid-pack too, maybe not using their car quite as hard, being able to blip that throttle, burp it a little bit, save a little fuel, maybe even save some tire there, Ice.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's going to be huge to see if they can actually do so. It was a problem for us, like I said, on Monday, and I think it's even going to be just as challenging tonight as well. I think tires are going to come into this thing very soon. Yeah,
I think you're exactly right there. Elite too, was he trying to save a little bit while he was out in front of everybody, or was he pushing for everything he has? Blakey T dives down to the inside. Pack tries to lead with him, trying to make a move on Elite. Blakey T with 10 car single foul draft. Yeah. Down the D stretch right here. It's not necessarily a front stretch.
Spanker and A-Trout up in the front. Those two, both veterans in the series. Good to see them up front.
Still on board with Elite, but we don't want to leave this battle. Can he find a gap? Can he pull it back down? Here's A-Trout making a move. Patton and it looks like Jake Drew, 24, right there, trying to make a move. They are now side by side. Elite was just a sitting duck there.
Counter for us here in just a second. Give me a...
Oh, hard contact. UK gets spun around. The 21 gets spun around of Patton, I believe that was. Was that going to bring out a caution?
It looks as though it's not, and we have 13 to go, and everybody looks like they might be good to go on fuel, but tires are starting to come into effect here late.
Spinning around like that too, that's just going to eat into this tire and dip it into a little bit.
And
Not
Jake
good for those
gets
guys too.
Shuffled out of line there, coming off a 4.
Private and Jake not going to be able to, and RJ now is coming back down, bringing that number 1 gear wrench Chevrolet. Or no, it looks like he's coming off right there from the Canucks, right behind that lead pack. Should be able to get that lap back when they pit though. But what do you do with that many laps to go, depending upon where your left sides are? Do you take right sides or do you take fuel only ice?
Really, it's all dependent on where it's at. I mean, I would just take rights only, honestly. But I think we might see somebody risk it. I mean, they definitely have to pit one more time, and some of these guys will have to pit one more time with these tires.
I'd almost take 4, being able to, with 4, and then almost just be able to run it, you know, guts out, full throttle, tall skinny pedal, the right thing on the right there. Just take 4 and then try to track those guys down who took less tires than you.
I mean, I think that's a good idea, but I would think that, especially if there was more time once they come down pit road, they're going to come down with maybe 2 to go, if that. So I would really be. Personally, I would take 2, especially with just as little time as they're going to have when we come back.
And here comes Jake Drew making a move on the inside of that 11 of Country Caliber. The 1 car of RJ Smitty. Again, he already pitted.
Gets under Spanker. He's going to come up and eventually take second.
Go on board with them right now. Blakey T wants to lead this pack down the way as they are 3 wide down the back stretch at Atlanta.
This is fantastic racing we're seeing here at the end. As you see the 1 car able to make the high line work because he's got those fresh tires. And fresh Goodyears are definitely what you want to see right now.
Yeah, maybe he did take 4 and utilizing that fact, trying to get his lap back the hard way, and it appears that he will. Still good racing behind them. Decisions to be made. Who's going to do what and when they're going to do it, we don't know yet. Blakey T still the presumed leader. Spanker right there, elite. Jake Drew definitely keeping his name into the mix. Trout right there in that 18 car. The 18 car has been looking real strong, and the 22, they both, the 24 and the 22 are utilizing the high side right now. Can they make everything work?
Oh my goodness.
Country Caliber in the draft with them.
Jake's giving it everything he's got right now.
He's a fighter, you know. He had he missed for the 4.5 championship just by a nudge, and he said, but coming back for season 5, he's going to go for it.
I'm amazed at the way he was able to hold that high line. That definitely puts him in an advantage now. He gets under the 14 of Elite Precision. He's going to try to take second place away.
Oh, he touches Elite just a little bit. Will that open up the door? Yes, it will. Elite stuck to the high side. No, he finds the door, the opening, and pulls it down and closes the door on the 20 right there. Country Caliber, Trout, and Spanker right there with him, too.
I wonder how much longer Jake can do what he's doing right now. Go ahead, arc in the corner, because people continuously are getting under him in the way this is going now.
Arc in the corner is a great way around here by yourself, but when you're with a crowd like this, you can't do that. You've got to be able to protect your line.
I think we're going to see pit stops very soon. These guys cannot make it the rest of the way on tires. I'd be shocked to see it.
Yeah, this is the, we've talked about it numerous times. Every time we come here, we all know the characteristics of this track. It eats tires like Cookie Monster eats them Oreos. And I think we just saw a couple people right there might have signaled and don't know if they got loose on these old tires.
It was not a signal. Well, Spanker coming down. And the 20 gets down in the grass. Gonna come up, no problems.
Everybody holding on. Lead pack still yet to pit.
We have 3 to go. Tires may be able to hold on as Elite gets underneath.
Wide open racing suit. I could see a blown tire causing a caution, if not just seeing some blown tires. That,
I wouldn't doubt it.
yeah.
I was one of the people on Monday. I blew a tire coming across stage 2, went through the grass. So I mean, maybe we see that for the winter tonight. You never know.
Oh, I do. I see a sighting out there from the old Keystone Cowboy himself. He's at work working that second shift. He says he misses racing here in Giggity. Great to have the old boomer out there paying attention. 14 of Elite Precision makes the move. Here comes 18. That is A Trout. The 11 of Country Caliber makes a power move to the inside of Blakey T. The 24 of Jake. Elite Precision still going to pull him down with probably 2 to go.
1 to go this time.
White flag. This is the Season 5 Giggity Racing White Flag brought to you by the Back Alley Bakeries. A Trout sitting in second. Jake sitting in third.
Too. You never know.
Who's going to make everything work? Who's going to make a move? Elite Precision. A Trout trying to swing. He's trying to dive. He's going to open the door on Jake. Jake gives him just a little bit of a nudge to the inside.
Elite Precision gets his first career Giggity Racing League Cup Series win here at Atlanta.
Definitely, yeah, his first career Cup Series win, but he is not a stranger to being here in Giggity Victory Lane. But he gets his first Cup win. A Trout or to Jake, and then A Trout rounds out the top 3. We are waiting for the official results. As always, it's unofficial until it's official.
Jake Giroux, A Trout, Country Caliber, Wild Card Coyote in the top 5. Blakey T 6, and then hang on, let me backtrack here. Tackleberry, Just Ken, UK Wildcats, and Private Pat round out your top 10.
And don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen and folks. We do have the custom guys come up.
Oh, that too. Where'd Mountain Dew go? Mountain Dew.
I'm back. You guys were just talking.
Oh.
Alright, so I don't have to blue screen real quick. Can we try to get Elite Precision up here just for a couple words? It's already going underway.
Once we get back to the screen here, I'll shoot them in.
The custom guys are already qualifying, so we are going to bang, bang, bang and get it going.
Alrighty. See if I can get them in here. Precision user. Alright, the invite is going to our race winner.
Thank you again to Taddy for helping us out. Icy up here. Mountain Dew.
ThreeD Metalworks for our sponsor here for this Cup
Yes,
race.
yes, and ThreeD Metalworks, they will be sponsoring the next race. Elite Precision. Icy, I'll let you take it, buddy.
Man, just what a race. I guess my first question is going to be, how are the tires holding up towards the end there? It looked like a couple guys were really struggling. It looked like they might not even make it, but y'all made it across just fine. What was your strategy towards the end of the race there?
Man, I thought when I pulled away, I thought everybody behind me was like saving tires because when we got done making those last on green flag stops, I knew we was gonna be close not only on fuel but tires as well. So I was trying to keep like a gap. I saw them probably backing up. I didn't know what they was doing, so I started to like let off a little bit, and that's how they reeled me back in, I guess, because I wanted to make sure my tires didn't get burnt out right there, because I was hauling for like a good like 5, 6, 7 laps right there after the green flag cycle. So I'm surprised the tires made it though. I had like 10% when I was done on the rights.
Congratulations to you, man, and not a stranger to Victory Lane, but your first Cup win, man. How does that make you feel?
It feels good, man. I've been wanting ever since I got into this league, I've been wanting to get into Cup. So uh, I didn't expect to get a win this soon though. Like that kind of caught me off guard. It was a lot of guys that was fast in this race, like Blakey and Coyote, and I didn't mean to get into Coyote. It was a chain reaction at the end to where I saw him going to the grass. I don't know if it was on my part, but I had to check up though because they checked up in front of me, and you know, it just caused a chain reaction. So I didn't mean to do that to Coyote. So, but yeah, it feels good to be a winner in this series right here, man. Feels pretty good, pretty damn good.
Well, I appreciate it, man, and you well deserved. The Custom Cup guys are already underway, so we're going to get this one wrapped up. Thank you to Icy, Mountain Dew, K-Taddy, and we are going to have a little bit of a change here. Somebody's going to help me do the broadcast for the second one. He knows I got some stuff going on. Normally, I wouldn't change like this in the middle of a race series, but as always, please stand up for what you believe in. Be safe with everything going on. Take care of you. Take care of yours. And as always, guys, you know what to do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.
Bye.